Hi guys, welcome back to Rose and Jones. Today I wanted to talk about this fragrance, Black Rain by Renier. This is a long overdue review. So Black Rain came out in 2016 along with the rest of the Rain collection. Most people have heard of Kisses Rain. That was very popular and it is very beautiful. There's Oud Rain and there is also Crystal Rain. I've tried them all. Black Rain stood out to me and it was my favourite. Each fragrance in the Renier collection is always accompanied by a beautiful piece of artwork that Renier paints himself. In most cases the fragrances are inspired by the artwork, and with Black Rain it comes along with a beautiful piece of art that he's designed. It's a girl sitting under a black umbrella and it's absolutely beautiful because it kind of reminds me of me a little bit. I'm very much a Wednesday's child, if anyone knows what that means. A girl under a rain cloud. Yeah, I just think it's a really beautiful fragrance, and it's actually one a beautiful piece of artwork, and it is one that I would actually like to have on my wall, I have to say. So moving on to the fragrance, the reason why I wanted to talk about Black Rain today is because being on Instagram recently, I was looking through lots of different posts, as you do, and Renier posted one for Black Rain, and he said he might discontinue it, which I was really surprised. And it's because it's just the least popular and the one that's sold the least, and I'm guessing it's not sold very often, so he's thinking of discontinuing it. And I just feel really sad about that because I don't think people realise just how beautiful and special this fragrance is. Obviously all fragrances are very subjective to someone's preference. Because it's special to me doesn't mean it's special to somebody else. So let's start by looking at the notes in here. We've got leather, musk, rose, violet, patchouli, chamomile, ambergris, jasmine and orange blossom. First spray, Black Rain. You do get a very sharp opening, very sharp, very abrasive opening of leather, musk, and I think it's the chamomile. I think it's very sharp. It's very kind of like acidic smelling. I think it's the reason people don't tend to stick with it. You need to get past the opening, and it doesn't really last too long because that abrasiveness, that real sharpness, very quickly starts to mingle with the heart of this fragrance, and it's the heart of the fragrance that I think does all the magic. Now, violet is in here, and I noticed very quickly, I noticed the smell of violet. So violet, even though it's incredibly well blended, it's a beautiful fragrance, I could pick out the violet. I knew it was in there. Before I even looked at the notes, I knew violet was in here. And the violet heart, along with rose, along with, I think violet and rose are the heart of this fragrance, very quickly start to blend up and grab hold of the opening and soften it right down. And then for quite some time you get this juxtaposition of beautiful, soft, sweet, cushiony violet rose, mostly violet, along with this very sharp leather musk. And once you get to that point in the fragrance, which is only in maybe about 20, maybe 15 minutes, because I've actually sprayed it about 10 minutes ago, and I'm starting to get that lovely heart that's coming in, and it softens the opening, but it makes me appreciate the opening because actually incredibly invigorating. They really waken up your senses. Oh, my cats are doing weird things right now. I've talked before about this fragrance on I think it was my winter fragrances video, and that I like wearing it in the winter because it gives me this kind of invigorating sort of Christmas tree pine thing going on, and that is that. I guess it's the leather and chamomile giving you that nuance of evergreen trees, pine trees, you know, that kind of fresh tree, spruce. I'm trying to get the right word. You know what I'm saying? You know, that piney sort of smell. That's what you're getting, roughly. It's quite sharp, but that's what I think the leather and the musk are bringing. And what I really enjoy is that these two positions of both sharp and soft from both the leather and then the violet sort of stay with you for quite some time, and they keep dancing off of each other. Although it is a well blended fragrance and it's so beautifully done, I love how these two positions stay side by side without one taking over the other. There's just the perfect amount of violet here that it doesn't make it too feminine or too mature, but it just softens out that lovely leather, and the leather is keeping it, again, unisex. It's this violet and leather thing that's just so beautifully unisex through, and that base of ambergris, patchouli, and you've got the orange blossoms and the jasmine, is so soft and beautiful and addictive. It just makes the most beautiful 3-layer complex fragrance. Invigorating and soft and sensual and sexy and complex and interesting. And I do get compliments from my husband when I wear this, and I get it noticed. So this fragrance really ends up quite a magical fragrance for me, because that opening, that sharp opening, what it really is like a cold shower or a brisk walk on a cold morning when you feel completely invigorated. And I just feel this fragrance just needs so much more love. It's a beautiful bottle design with a really lovely base, like a textured bobbly base. It has a leather cap, although I think they are now with a gold cap. It's a good 7 hours wear on my skin. This is one I wouldn't want to reapply, because because of the way I've explained about it. It's kind of telling a story from start to finish, and the finish ends up with this really soft, that soft lovely base that you kind of want to stay with, and that just gets softer and softer. Oh, and did I mention that it's actually quite a creamy aspect to this? Leather, violet, mix it together, make it creamy. That's your trail, that's your sillage. To put into perspective the kind of love and a feeling and affection I have for this fragrance, I would have to show you other fragrances that I would put in the same category, in that it's like Confessions of a Garden Gnome. It's something that I wouldn't wear very often because it is special. It takes me to special places. It's something that enhances this magical feeling, something that transports you to a special place maybe. Something like, say, Decita's Spendiris. Again, another really special fragrance that I wear when I'm in a certain kind of mood. It's this kind of unique, creative kind of fragrance that you call niche, that aren't things that you reach for dumbly. They're not something you reach for every day. They're things that are special. They push the boundaries of convention, and they take your senses somewhere new to explore. And these are just a few that do that for me. So if you haven't tried Black Rain yet, do pop over to Renier and get a sample, because it really needs some more love, this fragrance, and who knows, you may even fall in love with it and have the same experience that I have. And I really hope you can join me in spreading a bit of love for Black Rain. That's it. I shall see you all again soon. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on my next one. Take care. Bye.